Greetings, and welcome to another edition of the Verbally Effective Podcast. I am your host, your double E, Ina Esco. Thank you guys so much for joining me yet again for Verbally Effective Live. This is my second go round on this StreamYard platform. I am so excited to share information and entertainment news with you guys. But First up, let's get into it. Once again, welcome again to the show, Verbally Effective Live. I am your host, Ina Esco, the host of the Verbally Effective Podcast. That podcast intersects art, culture, politics, and entertainment with a Memphis focus. Be sure to follow Verbally Effective and Ina Esco on Instagram. And hey, we got merch. It is hoodie season. That's right. I know you guys are rocking the hoodies. The weather is getting a little cooler outside. Here is the website you can see on the screen, ivymultimediashop.com. I got the hoodies, the tees, the masks, the custom Henry masks at that. Shout out to the Henry brothers, Rich Fresh and my boy Chase out there in Cali doing their thing. But check it out. We're going to get right into it because there is a lot to discuss today. So much happening in the news. We're going to, of course, get into some updates on the death of Takeoff, but I'm going to start right at home here in Memphis, Tennessee. Now, check it out. Young Dolph's life partner, Mia Jaye. Well, she has acknowledged Takeoff through her Black Men Deserve to Grow Old brand. And when I say that, ladies and gentlemen, let me pull up the screen because she did a very, very heartfelt post the other day, actually on yesterday. And she doesn't get on live quite often, but when she does, it is very, very intense because her emotions are definitely on overload. Let me find it. Black men deserve to grow old. Check this out right here. She says, Black men deserve to grow old today, this year, tomorrow, and every day in between. Takeoff deserved to grow old. Nipsey deserved to grow old. Dolph deserves to grow old. So I thought that was really, nice and sweet of her to acknowledge Takeoff because here we are yet again, saying our RIPs and giving out condolences for yet another rapper that has been killed, in such a senseless crime. I'm so happy that Mia decided, to definitely acknowledge Takeoff. So when she went live on yesterday, she actually wanted to go on there and talk about, social media and how negative it is and how she has to take her breaks away from social media. How when she does get on social media, she has to follow positive platforms that puts out positive energy. She says, hey, you can get your algorithm to definitely spew out positive information instead of all the negativity that we see. I want to send a huge shout out to Mia Jaye for acknowledging Takeoff. And we have a Young Dolph update as well. So check it out. And this actually happened today, Friday, November 4th. Let me pull up the screen. This is very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, because okay, now you want a judge to move you because you don't feel safe anymore. I wonder why. Let's get into it. Justin Johnson, one of the suspects held in the murder of Memphis rapper Young Dolph last November, asked the judge today to be transferred to a different facility. Let's get into this video right quick.
Yes, Judge. Yes, sir. One thing, so Mr. Johnson is currently being held at the jail here at 201. He is requesting to be moved to penal colony. It's my understanding that the court previously addressed this issue some time ago. It was represented by prior counsel, and all candor of the court, it's my understanding that Mr. Johnson was given the option at that time and declined it. He's had a change of heart due to some ongoing security and safety concerns.
I bet you got some safety concerns at 201.
For one, as his attorney, want him to be in the most
Look at his eyes. He
uh,
looks so
like he's
scared.
firing on all
Hmm.
cylinders in order to do that, and would like his mind to be clear of worry and all those other issues. Would ask that
Oh,
he
you want his mind
suspend his
cleared.
security order, allowing him to be held at the penal form instead of jail.
Because Evans, I would have to talk to Sheriff Bonner or the chief jailer, deputy chief Fields, because where an inmate is housed is something I don't have any control over. That's totally up to the sheriff and chief Fields. And I know normally they do not house folks at the Shelby County Division of Correction pretrial
Mm.
because of security issues. I believe the last time we addressed that, if he is housed at the Shelby County Division of Correction, he'll be in a 23 and a half hour lockdown. He'll have a half an hour a day where we'll not be in segregation, will not be able to make phone calls, will not be able to have.
Wow. So, as you can see, this is at the discretion of the sheriff, Bonner. So, we're going to see if that actually happens for this young man who allegedly killed young Dolph. I'm not sure if the judge or, the sheriff Bonner will make those type of accommodations for such a brutal crime here in the city of Memphis. So I thought that was very interesting and wanted to share this information with you guys because we're out here in Memphis still mourning the death of young Dolph. So I definitely had to share that with you guys. Also in the news, let's talk about Kyrie. Kyrie. Wow. So much going on with Kyrie Irving right now. He actually did the apology on yesterday, and everybody wasn't happy with that. Of course, the people in the NBA that make the decisions, Silva, he wasn't too, fond of the apology, but Kyrie is having quite a few setbacks right now. Let's take a look at the apology first for the documentary that, he put on his platform about Jews. Let's get into it. Gonna pull up the apology. Wow. But it doesn't want to work. Okay, I think I can find an apology up here. Wow, Kyrie, free Kyrie. That's all I gotta say. Free Kyrie. Well, he actually made an apology on yesterday. Just saying that he didn't mean to offend anyone. After, of course, he's been suspended for 5 games with the Brooklyn Nets. And to be honest with you guys, you know, he's getting some backlash from his sponsors. So let's take a look at the sponsor who does not want to continue business. Actually, they just want to suspend business right now. And I am talking about Nike. Wow. So check it out. Nike announced Friday that it has suspended its partnership with Brooklyn Nets point guard Kyrie Irving after he promoted an anti Semitic film on his social media accounts last week. Nike says, at Nike, we believe there is no place for hate speech, and we condemn any form of anti Semitism. To that end, we've made the decision to suspend our relationship with Kyrie Irving effective immediately and will no longer launch the Kyrie 8. We are deeply saddened and disappointed by the situation and its impact on everyone. Look, I hate that because my 8-year-old Eli, he has a very wide foot and he can't wear anything but Kyrie's. So that is very disheartening to hear that about Kyrie. So, what I wanted to do tonight is share what the people are so upset about on this documentary, right? So, let's talk about the documentary. The film is actually called, let's get into it. Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America series. And so this particular film and books, they promote the conspiracy theory that Jewish people are imposters who stole the heritage of Black people. And they are the number one best-selling book or audio book in 3 categories on Amazon. So what does that tell you? But let's get into a little bit of the book and why it's so controversial. Now they're saying that the films and books engage in numerous anti-Semitic theories and tropes, including those about Jewish power, greed, and control of institutions such as media. Leaning into the Kaiser theory, it described Jews as engaging in a cover up to prevent Black people from knowing their true identity. So I have not seen the documentary, but doesn't this, you know, makes you want to check it out? I think I want to check this thing out, baby. Wow. So Kyrie, suspension with Nike right now. I wonder if any other, sponsors are going to drop him as well. I thought that was very interesting. Free Kyrie. That's all I gotta say. It really feels to me like when our Black men are outspoken and they don't, you know, follow suit with everyone's opinions, and they have their own frame of mind, their own thinking, and they give their opinion. Freedom of speech is no longer freedom of speech, right? You've had quite a few people in the NBA, in the entertainment world, that have said things about races that were not canceled. They were not, suspended or reprimanded in their profession. So I found it very interesting that it seems like Kyrie is, being placed on a cross right now, and he's being made out an example. So we're going to see how everything pans out with Kyrie Irving. Let's get into some more news. New music. New music. Wow. Ciara and Glorilla. Have you guys heard the new song? My girl Glorilla from Memphis is just everywhere. Everywhere. When I say everywhere, she has now done a collab with Ciara. I'm going to let you check it out. And it sounded really good. My girl Glow is doing her thing. Here we go. All right, check it out. And my old nigga was up. Thought I never leave him, and I thought it was possible. Then I had to realize what I tolerate is opposite. And anything I tell myself is possible. Oh, John. Come on, Ciara. Come on, Glow. See, that's what I'm talking about. You know what? I never would have stopped. I never would have thought of this collaboration between Glorilla and Ciara. Like, this came out of nowhere. Better Thangs remix. Summer Walker, Ciara, and Glorilla. And when I tell you, Ciara is pubbing this thing up. Ciara looking good these days, too. Come on, girl. Ain't going back. I'm growing as getting fat. Hey. Up the gang that the OG splash. They took me as a joke. Now look who laughed. Get a load of that. Never underestimate a ghost. They should have told you this. Whatever nigga told you I was easy, shouldn't have told you this. Anything I do is off the street. I don't owe you shit. Everybody. Yo, that's a bop right there. That is a bop. Come on, Ciara and Glorilla. I am absolutely loving this new collaboration. Summer Walker, Ciara, Memphis, a very own Glorilla. Now check it out. Other new music. Her Loss, Drake, and 21 Savage. Now, this album, I know it's a lot of Drake lovers out there, but it is getting quite a few different plethora of reviews because, he kind of going at a few people on this new album. In particular, I'm talking about Meg Thee Stallion. So let me get into this Drake. Let's see. Have you guys heard the album? I haven't heard it yet, but I am definitely going to check it out tonight. I am a Drake fan, But how I heard he came for Meg, I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So check it out on Circo Loco. Drake raps, "This be lie about getting shots, but she's still a stallion." So they're saying, if you're reading that line or listening to it, it's kind of like a backhanded compliment about a woman's physique, claiming that Meg has lied about getting injections to look a certain way. But you know what? Her body looks very natural to me. I'm not really thinking she got the shots. I think that's some homegrown Houston, Texas body, baby. But what sparked a widespread response is how the line also seemed to reference Megan Thee Stallion's allegation that she was shot in the foot 2 years ago by rapper Tory Lanez, who was charged with a felony assault and is set to stand trial at the end of the month. But you know what? Megan, she clapped back, baby. She tweeted, "Stop using my shooting for clout. Since when the fuck is it cool to joke about women getting shot, ready to boycott about shoes and clothes, but dogpile on a black woman when she say one of y'all homeboys abused her?" Come on, Drake. Really? That's what we doing, Drake? You know what? It's very interesting to me how this entire Tory Lanez Meg the Stallion situation is going. I know that they are still under trial right now, I believe. It is still underway. So we do not know the half of what really happened. I am very interested to learn more about the deliberations of this trial with Meg the Stallion and Tory Lanez. It almost seems like Drake may have some insider info. I know he and Tory Lanez are pretty close. So we're definitely going to see how, the backlash with Meg the Stallion impacts that new Drake and 21 Savage album, Her Lost. And last but not least, I wanted to share some information with you guys about the Mississippi River. Now, if you've been under a rock and have not heard about this, the Mississippi River is actually undergoing water levels that have plummeted due to drought, exposing a lot of artifacts, a lot of shipwrecks. So they're saying that like nearly 58% of the Mississippi is experiencing a moderate drought right now, with 1.89 million people affected. Yo, if here in Memphis, you can walk or drive along Riverside Drive. The Mississippi River is right there. You're looking at it. It does not look the same. Like, this is really a sight to see. I want to share something with you guys so you can take a look at what the Mississippi River actually looks like here in Memphis right now. So let me pull this up. And this is a reel I found from Now This Earth. Check this out. Here we go. The Mississippi River is so dry. They are hiking in the middle of the Mississippi River. Check this out. The video was shared on Twitter on October 29th by Nicholas Euler, shows just how dry the Mississippi River has gotten in Memphis, Tennessee. Euler also posted a Google Maps view the same day showing where on the river he was standing with his family, along with the bird's eye view. He tweeted, "For perspective, here's our location on Google Maps. This was as far into the riverbed as we could walk." Now that is very far. Keep in mind, look at the Mississippi Bridge. Oh my God. This is crazy. Keep in mind that Memphis sits at the widest point of Old Man River, generally at least a half mile wide, up to 3 miles in the spring. Yo, this is crazy. Usually that's filled with water right there. You're seeing, plenty of boats. I mean, this has affected so much. We're looking at a lot of old artifacts that are coming out. We're even looking at bullets and just wartime um ammunition, guns. Could you imagine what's under the water? Like when you think about it, the rivers, the ocean, that is the one place that you really don't know what's in there, right? and I believe it's hiding so much. So, not sure how long the Mississippi River will be undergoing this drought, but I find it so fascinating. But check it out. I want to thank you all for tuning in to yet another Verbally Effective Live. Like I told you, I'm new to this virtual world, to this StreamYard platform, but I plan to continue to give you guys some entertainment news, some information. Tomorrow morning, I'm actually recording in the studio 2 Verbally Effective podcasts with one of my good friends, Nate Ali. He is an advisor over there at Merrill Lynch. Also, my good brother, my good Alpha Phi Alpha brother from Lemoyne College, the only HBCU in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm talking about Pastor Earl Fisher. He will be joining me as well tomorrow. And hey, we're going to chat it up because Verbally Effective is all about their journey, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, and how they are making an impact in the Memphis community. But check it out. I also want you guys to hit the subscribe button, hit the like. Please share this video. Also, check out the merch. I told you I got your hoodies, I got your tees, I got your Henry mask online right now at ivymultimediashop.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back very soon.